guys, Brent here with Foggy Dew Films, and I just want to bring you guys a quick update just in regards to the flyaway with my drone that I had out in the Ghost Public Land Use Zone. It occurred on May 27, 2026. My dad and I were out in the Ghost, kind of the central Ghost area, with fans of the channel and now friends. We were completing an absolutely amazing loop. It had wild horses, it had amazing scenic viewpoints, it had sketchy bridge crossings, it had the works. Just an amazing and awesome loop. We were nearly complete the loop when the flyaway occurred. My dad was operating the squeaky limo, I'm in the passenger seat, and I'm watching my controller. As we're going up a pretty significant incline and then we're just kind of peaking, I noticed that my drone signal stated weak signal. Shortly thereafter, it went into no signal at all. Now, I have had this happen in the past. Typically what happens is it'll say weak signal or no signal, and then a few seconds later it picks up signal and you can navigate basically the drone back to where you are. I never got that this time. 5 minutes goes by, I have zero signal at all. I knew that I had flown the drone ahead of our machines, probably close to a kilometer. So I told Dad, I said, let's zip down the hill here and get to the open area, because I do believe that that's where the drone is. We did exactly that. We zipped her down. We're looking up in the air, couldn't see anything. So at this point, panic starts to set in, and I'm starting to think the drone is gone. And that was exactly the case. Bad news. Drone's gone. We spent about 20 minutes looking for it. We thought we spotted it up in a tree. It wasn't the case. 20 minutes later, we gave up looking and basically just chalked it up to a loss. And it also should be noted, I never ever received a returning to home notification on my controller. The only thing I received was weak signal, no signal, and that was it. When it said no signal, my belief was that the drone would literally just stop in midair and literally hover in that point. I was completely unaware that if it didn't say returning to home, it would do just that. So at the time, I was like, it's just gone. So basically what happened was, as we were quickly heading down the trail to get to that open area to hopefully spot the drone, simultaneously, the drone ended up flipping around and making its way back to its original launching point, which, I'm gonna venture a guess, was a kilometer and a half, maybe even 2 kilometers back on the trail. It literally flew all that way, lowered itself to about 1 foot to 2 feet off the ground, hovered there for approximately 7 minutes, and then that's the end of the video feed. So I don't know if it just hovered there until the battery died and then it just dropped that foot or 2 feet, or if it actually just lowered itself right to the ground just prior to completely losing all battery power. So not knowing and not understanding that it headed back to its original launching point, I chalked it up as a loss, and that it was likely out in the trees somewhere. It was just gone. We end up making our way back to the trucks. The only thing I can whine about is just the lost drone that happened not even less than probably an hour and a half ago. So I'm pretty irritated at this point. Irritated, frustrated. It really kind of sucked. Number one, losing the drone. They're pricey. And number two, just losing all the video footage. Like I say in the video, first world problem, right? We end up heading back home that night. And I do recall that I purchased this DJI Care Fresh insurance, and it's for flyaways or crashes and things of that nature. I was talking to Dad and just asked him, how long have I had the drone for? Because I know that insurance that I put on it was good for 2 years. I end up looking into it, and sure enough, that insurance expires June 26th, I want to say, 26th or 23rd of 2026. I was like, okay, well, that's a positive. So I'm going to have to get a hold of DJI and see what they recommend I do. Before reaching out to DJI, I just quickly threw a message on Facebook saying, hey guys, I was out in the Ghost, I was in this area, lost my drone. I included a Google Maps pin drop of where I believe I lost the signal with the drone. Basically asking, hey, if you're out in that area and you do find it, please know that it's mine. If you can get a hold of me, I would really like to get it back. So my belief at this point in time is just, I'm never getting that drone back. The chances of getting it back are slim to none. It's probably out in the tree somewhere 20 feet up where nobody's ever gonna see it. Facebook message, yeah, great, but chances are, like I say, slim to none. So at that point, I got in contact with DJI through email. And I said, I had a flyaway, here's the circumstances, what do I do next? They got back to me right away. And they said, well, send in all your flight logs to us. We'll have a look, determine what happened, and then we'll go from there. Within that first email, I also made sure I stated I do have the Care Fresh insurance, which expires towards the end of June. I download all my flight logs from day one. I send DJI every flight I've ever taken on that drone. The next email I get back is basically a thank you, and then follow up from that, I got an email with kind of like the conclusion. wasn't a conclusion that I was overly happy with. Right off the hop, they basically said that I was not covered due to the crash. And I was like, the crash? I didn't have a crash, I had a flyaway. And the fact that I was running it in sport mode, I wasn't running it in sport mode. I made my way all the way down to the very bottom of kind of their checklisty thing, and I see that what they're speaking to and referring to is the crash that I actually had on January 17th.
Just crashed the drone. We're gonna have to go and look for it.
And that's when I was flying it at nighttime. I was in sport mode at that point in time, and I ended up running it into a tree. It fell into the snow. We found it, dried it off, and it worked great. So I was like, well, my whole reason for this insurance claim isn't that crash. The drone worked fine afterwards. My whole reason for this claim is this flyaway. So I got back to him and I said, well, first off, I'm referring to the flyaway that occurred on May 27th, not the crash that occurred on January 17th. And basically what they said in there is that, well, you should have sent it to us immediately following that crash. They were kind of alluding to the fact of, because of my crash that happened on January 17th, my drone had the flyaway on May 27th. And I was like, really? That's a significant stretch. So naturally, I'm not happy with that response. So I get back to him right away. And I had went in there and I calculated all my flight logs from January 17th through May 27th. 21 flights I had flown in between those two dates. Flown flawlessly. No crashes, no nothing. Everything worked perfectly. So essentially in my email, I basically expressed, I'm disappointed, kind of angry. If you guys are to suggest that the flyaway that occurred on May 27th was a result of the crash that I had on January 17th, I felt was completely ridiculous, based on the fact that I did have those 21 flights, flawless flights, in between those times. I'm not happy with your conclusion. If there's anything you can do for me, I'd appreciate it. I sent the email. DJI got back to me rather quickly, basically saying, hey, we're sorry you feel this way, but these were our findings. And then they say, oh, we noticed you have the DJI Care Refresh insurance. So just go to this link, pay your deductible, which I think is $235 American, I want to say. So probably right around 300 Canadian. Pay your deductible, we'll see what we can do. And I was like, okay, well, I'm really taking a chance here. They haven't told me that they're sending me another drone or anything like that, but I took the chance, submitted the payment. Less than 2 days later, I have a brand new drone sitting on my front porch. So naturally, I was pretty excited about that. Now, simultaneously, while I'm dealing with DJI, and unbeknownst to me, there is a couple out riding with their daughter, Troy and Laurel. They happen to be doing Purdy Rock out in the Ghost. They end up driving over the drone, not running it over, but literally centering their tires over it. And Laurel had said to Troy, I think that was a drone back there. So they stopped, they got out, they went and grabbed it. Sure enough, they find a drone. They take it home with them. They throw it into a rice bowl, hoping to dry it out. And then they start reaching out to try to find out whose drone this is. They reached out to DJI and they said, hey, we found this drone. What do we do with it? And DJI essentially told them, just throw it in the garbage. It's useless. I'm very grateful that Laurel was like, well, that's not cool. So anyways, they get off the phone with them. Troy and Laurel ride with the country slicker, Griffin, out of Calgary. And he also runs a DJI drone. So they got in contact with him and they said, hey, we found this drone. What do we do with it? And he said, well, I do know that Foggy Dew had lost one recently, so chances are it might be his. Pull out the SD card, watch a little bit of video, you'll know right away. Funny enough, Troy and Laurel are also fans of the Foggy Dew channel. Immediately they watched the video and they're like, yeah, that is Foggy Dew. So Laurel sent me an email with her phone number. I got a hold of her right away and we made arrangements not just to get together and get the drone back, but we also made arrangements to go for a ride. So we end up choosing Baseline Mountain. Why don't I take you guys out there, show you the two lookouts, and we'll do the big massive loop out of Baseline. So we made arrangements to do just that. And we end up getting together, getting the drone back. It is right here, next to zero damage, but I will say this. I don't know if you guys can see, there's 3 puncture wounds on there. This is a hard plastic, so I have no idea what would have done just that. Now here's the other thing. The moment I submitted the DJI flyaway report, essentially in there's some fine print and it literally says they decommission the drone that was lost. It now becomes DJI's property. It's no longer mine. So obviously I still have it in hand here, and at their request they want to get this drone back as they sent me a new one, and I'm good with that. So just know, the moment you submit a flyaway report, you are literally decommissioning your drone completely. And I understand why they do it. It's so that people aren't, abusing the system, getting a second drone just in case. Long story short, I am super grateful that Laurel and Troy were out on the trail. They found the drone. I got the SD card back. I got all the drone footage back and learned a ton in the process. So I'm going to conclude with this. Do I love the DJI product? And the answer is 100% yes. It is amazing. From its video quality, to its obstacle avoidance, to its just size, easy to pack around. This drone is absolutely amazing. I didn't overly like the way in which DJI immediately tried to disregard my insurance that I had with it. But I'm glad that they eventually came to their senses. Not happy with the back and forth of emails, but I'm satisfied with the end product, which is they fulfilled their end of the bargain by honoring the insurance. And just remember, guys, DJI is not out any money here, okay? First off, I paid, I think it was 125 bucks Canadian for the insurance. Then I paid $235 US to have it replaced. That's about 300 bucks Canadian nowadays. And they just sent me the drone. It's not that they sent me the controller or anything like that. Just the drone. Yep, it has new props on it. Battery too, we'll give them that. They're not losing money. They're in business to make money, and I get that. What it did prevent me from having to do is go out and spend $1,500 on a brand new drone, the whole works. So I am very grateful for that. So DJI and I have a love-hate relationship. It's mostly love at this point. If you guys are buying a DJI drone, would I recommend the Care Refresh insurance program? And I guess at this point the answer would be yes. Will I get the insurance on the new drone that they sent me? And I will say probably not. Here's my reason why. The Mini 4, it's not that it's going to be obsolete, but the technology in the 5 now, and I'm sure a year from now the 6 will come out, the technology is going to be even that much better. I'll save my money for buying the insurance right now. If I have a flyaway, I'll suck up the loss, because at that point I'll probably be in the market to get a more updated version of the Mini Pro series. I hope this helps you guys out to know a little bit of the process should you have a flyaway or anything like that. Don't hesitate to go back and forth with DJI should they almost dismiss your claim right off the hop. And the other thing I will say is the off-road community. They just come through. Some of the best people in the world I have met have been people out in the off-road, and Troy and Laurel are just two of them. Griffin too, without him letting them know that I had lost the drone, who knows? This may have eventually got thrown in the garbage. So very grateful for that. Hope this helps you guys out should you have anything like this happen to you. With that being said, make sure you guys stay tuned to the next one where Troy, Laurel, their daughter, my dad, and I tackle Baseline Mountain. Old fire lookout, new fire lookout, beautiful views, beautiful trails, and we have an absolutely fantastic time out there. And I try out the new drone, which I can tell you right now, I did not lose. So, and saying that, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and we will see you at Baseline Mountain.